We have not asked and will not ask for permission from anyone to develop our missile capabilities, and we will build a wide range of missiles that include ground to air, air to air, land to sea, and ground to ground. The Islamic nature of our revolution is the guarantor of the revolution and of our system. If our revolution had not been an Islamic revolution, but an Iranian revolution or a national revolution, then the revolution would not have withstood the threats and the plots aimed against it.
Well, Rouhani made the remarks before tens of thousands who were gathered to mark the 40th anniversary of the 1979 uprising that overthrew the country's US-backed monarch. And this year's celebration is not like any other. It turns 40, a number symbolic of maturity in the Islamic tradition. It's also the age at which Prophet Muhammad received the revelations from God. For many, the objectives of the revolution are still elusive. CGTN's Chak Tinte has more.
Gathering in capital Tehran, large crowds carrying Iranian flags chanted "Death to America," a trademark chant of the Islamic Revolution. Really though, it just means down with America, and ordinary people there need not fear.
Death to America means death to Donald Trump, John Bolton and Mike Pompeo. Death to them. It means death to the leaders. We don't mean the American people. Death to America means death to you, the group of people that are governing your country.
Manya Film is not a fan of this chant. Not 40 years after the revolution at least.
Japan could have cut its ties with America forever after Hiroshima nuclear bombing, and could have kept saying death to America until now, but it kept its ties, enjoyed the benefits, and this greatly helped its progress. But Iran is not like that. It still insists that America is bad, is our enemy.
Manya is one of Iran's so-called revolution babies, born after their parents' protests brought down the Shah's government in 1979. She represents one strand of opinion in Iran, those whose hope faded as the country struggled with a mix of domestic hardships and U.S. sanctions.
Me and all my friends are determined to leave Iran. Nobody wants to stay.
The economic situation is a mess because of political reasons.
The economic situation is very bad. My father went to the war and was wounded in action. He was ready to sacrifice his life, and he loved Imam Khomeini. Even now, when we talk, he doesn't want to accept the reality and the bad situation.
But of course, many others think otherwise, insisting on Iran's political independence.
It's a great feeling, and we are proud of our achievements. Yes, some people have imposed sanctions on us, but it is well worth it.
Western sanctions have been a fact of life for decades in Iran, but for many of its citizens, there are many reasons to keep the spirit of the revolution alive and going. Chak Tinte, CGTN.